So we are here with Masur Salim. Did I pronounce it correctly?
So it's Mansour Salami.
Oh,
Very
sorry.
close, though.
Very close. You know, my Arabic is not so good as yours. So you are head of Omnichannel in Facebook.
Yes. Head of Omnichannel Retail Vertical at Facebook.
Okay, so it is very interesting that you are here in this conference about omnichannel and digital marketing. So you are the person that everybody wants to talk with because Facebook is a big player, let's say like this. And you talk about several things that are interesting. Is that one of the things that struck me here is that apps convert better than the web. That was one of your conclusions in your presentation.
So yes, again, that's more on a general note. So what we have seen is that apps work better on the retention side, whereby mobile web works better on the acquisition side. It definitely, so this is a generic view, it definitely varies from business model to another. So for example, if you have a single product business, let's say a single category business like Adidas, for example, who sells only Adidas, probably an app wouldn't be a very good idea because people who want to download a shopping app want to see other categories, right? But again, for the general e-commerce business websites where they have multi-categories, usually mobile app works better on the retention side.
And there was one topic that was many times for several speakers and also a lot from the audience was big note and kind of surprising thinking about the age of the people in this conference. And it was the importance of video. And you talked about during your presentation that video is extremely important in e-commerce.
Right, it is. So the best use of video in e-commerce is used for visual merchandising. So instead of showing static images, for example, of products, you can make it more engaging by animating it, showing it from a different angles, make it look more interesting for the user.
So sometimes it can be only a simple GIF, animated GIF. You don't need a super production for it.
Right. It can be cheaply produced via free apps or apps that cost $20 or $50 annually, right? Where you can produce really nice images of the products. Think about the boomerang, for example, that we offer on Instagram. It's a cheap tool that you can use.
Yeah, kids do it.
Exactly. You can make your product look more interesting if you have a nice idea for the boomerang, for example.
One thing that I would like to you to elaborate a little bit is what can Facebook do for a company to get an omni-channel approach? Because normally we think about Facebook as a meeting place where people talk about stuff, but never people see it like, okay, this is an omni-channel provider. Right. So how Facebook can help let's say a small medium company to have an omni-channel approach?
Sure. So Facebook have changed in the last 6 to 7 years. It used to be mainly a social platform. Now it's more of a marketing platform. We have added new solutions and technology to drive omni-channel sales, right? So think about the website. If a business have an e-commerce website, you'll be able to drive sales on the website and be able to measure it. If you have a mobile app, it's the same. You'll be able to create awareness on your app so that people will download it. After they download it, think about this, like people have on average around 33 apps on their phone. They need to stand out. So you can engage with people who downloaded your app in order to remind them about a specific offer that you are giving. And once they buy, you'll be able to measure that. Then we move into the store. So companies that have a store outlet as well as a web and an app, they can also drive sales towards the store. Right now, here in the region, 98% of the sales are happening in the store, right? A big influence of it, over 60% is driven by digital. 37% of that is driven by mobile. So it's very important to put your message across to people on mobile in order for them to see the message and eventually go to and transact in the store. And once they transact in the store, you'll be able to measure that via our offline conversion solution, whereby you'll be able to measure how many sales you have done, what was the ROI of the sales that have been done on a specific campaign. So basically, you're providing an omnichannel experience. People will see your brand on app, on web, and you will drive them to the store, and you'll be able to measure across the three parts. And this is not only for SMB companies. So our largest partners are the biggest retailers here in the region, and we are seeing their growth on Facebook skyrocketing recently as well.
It's an interesting thing that you talked about, that in Saudi Arabia you have 17 million users of Facebook and 14 in Instagram. So this is a kind of almost unique case. Is it? We had some talk over here that was about the youth. There is a lot of youth in Saudi Arabia, so people are much more inclined to Instagram. Do you agree with that?
So again, you tapped on a very important point, which is here in the region, Saudi is very particular to us, because anywhere else, we have more users on Facebook compared to Instagram. Saudi is the place where you have a ratio of almost 1-to-1, 17 million monthly active users on Facebook and 14 million. We see, so Facebook is still bigger. However, we do see a very strong engagement as well on Instagram, specifically on the story side.
So you are moving also to, I would say, a kind of social shopping experience, especially with mobile tools, correct?
You mean on Instagram, the IG shopping?
I mean the group, Facebook and Instagram, and also WhatsApp. But WhatsApp is a different case. Is it correct to say that you are moving to that kind of social shopping experience? Like, for instance, we get like from WeChat in China.
You mean buying directly from Facebook? So we have launched Marketplace in the US and in other parts of the world. I wouldn't be able to comment much on this product as I'm not really aware what are the plans and what kind of performance we're seeing at the moment. But yes, I mean, Marketplace has been launched on Facebook.
Okay. So to end, I would like to give us, what is your perspective about what are the exciting things happening in the digital landscape in Saudi Arabia? What do you see that is really opportunities, not only for people in Saudi Arabia, but also for investors from abroad that see the market as providers, or as also as a way of getting new customers? So what are the exciting things happening over here?
So Saudi is a very interesting market. From my observations, I see people are moving faster than companies. So people are already omnichannel. They are using mobile heavily. The time spent on mobile in Saudi is one of the highest in the world. The mobile penetration is one of the highest in the world. They do access web, and obviously they go to the stores, right? So you have a kind of a target audience that is ready for the omnichannel experience, and they are buying. Like I believe, based on numbers that I have seen, e-commerce will grow by 4 times from comparing 2015, for example, to 2020. So the potential is definitely there. Also, the way they communicate together. Like I had one experience with one of the clients, just to give you a background. I'm going on the communication side now. We at Facebook feel that, for example, email will die soon, and then messages will dominate, even in the workplace, right? And I got surprised when I started working with a 100% local client. They don't respond to their emails. And when I asked them that, they said, open a WhatsApp group and put everybody in, and let's communicate. So the people are using the mobile phone in the right way. What I'm seeing also is that there is big opportunity because of the new changes that we are seeing under the leadership of Mohammed bin Salman, for example. He's meeting leaders of the world in the technology segment in order to see how they will digitize the whole government and improve the startup ecosystem as well. So the opportunity is there. I feel there is a huge opportunity for traditional companies to digitize. This is where I see the slow and digital adoption happening. If they move faster, they can definitely capitalize and be ahead of the competition or the new entrants from Chinese companies or American companies. They have the advantages. They have already established name. They have a big share of the market. They have the stores. They just need to digitize in the right way, figure it out. It's not easy. It's easier said than done. But again, they need to put their head into it in order to embark on the digital transformation journey and take advantage of it.
Thank you very much for your insights and for the time that you spent here with us. And this was a part of the digital marketing and omnichannel conference that Marcus Evans is organizing here in Riyadh. This is only the first day, and we will have more content in the second day. Thank you very much, Masur.
Thank you very much.